In the last session, I have covered that if you remove this statement, it will not display your screen design on your phone or on your emulator. Similarly, if I remove this first line, your program will crash. Let me show you same concept in this session. Let me close this project. I will create new studio project. Let me name my application as fourth application. I have given my company website name as palleuniversity.com and I want to store this application in E drive Palle University folder. Now let me click finish. Now let me click next. Now in order to understand this concept better, as I told already, I will be selecting empty activity in place of basic activity. Let me click next and finish. Now Gradle will take some time to build your project. Let us wait for Gradle to finish its process. Now Gradle has finished its process. First let us test what will happen if I remove this line. To remove any piece of code, you can use comment lines like this. Once you comment this code, this will become gray color. Gray color means this piece of code will not be executed. Now let me run the application. How to run the application? First I have to launch Genymotion, and once Genymotion has started, then I have to click this green color triangle symbol. Now I have started Genymotion. Now let me run the application. Click OK. I will keep Genymotion also open parallelly. The expected output is it should display fourth application and this hello world screen should be loaded. But once I run the application, if you observe Genymotion output, on the Genymotion, is it displaying hello world? No, because we have commented this line. Once you comment this line, Android will understand that it should not load your screen design onto the phone. I hope you understood. Now let me remove this comment line. Coming to the next point, what will happen if we remove this line? So as per the previous session, your application should crash. You can observe here, when I comment this line, your Android Studio is giving red color error mark on onCreate method. If you move cursor onto onCreate method, it is showing overriding method should call super.onCreate. So it is already giving hint for you, but still let me run the application. Let me select Genymotion. On the Genymotion, I will close my application. Here immediately after launching your application, you can observe a small pop-up window came saying unfortunately fourth application has stopped. Whenever such kind of pop-up came, that means something serious problem is there in your application. It is very easy to fix such kind of problems. Whenever your application crashes with this kind of pop-up, especially unfortunately stopped, it is very easy to fix the problem. Just to go to Android monitor section of your studio, which is located at the bottom of your studio. You can observe whenever your application crashes, automatically your Android monitor will be opened, and in the monitor you can observe there are two tabs, Logcat tab and monitors. Just make sure that Logcat is selected. Let me maximize this window to analyze what is the problem. Let me move scroll bar towards right side. Now whenever Logcat with the help of Android monitor displays red color error marks, that is an indication that something serious problem has happened with your application. In such kind of cases, read these red color error marks in the reverse direction until you found your Java file name. What is the Java file name? Main activity.java. Just search in the reverse order. where is main activity.java? Here you can observe on the top line it says com.palle university. Fourth application. Can you observe your file name here? It is saying your application is crashing because of there is a problem in this Java file, and it is clearly mentioning what is the problem. The problem is in this file you are not calling super.onCreate, which means you are trying to load your screen design without having a container. That's why your program has crashed. So what you have to do to resolve this problem, you have to minimize this and call super.onCreate. Remember an important point, you should never remove these two lines of code, and you should never change the order of these two lines of code. First always super.onCreate should be there, and then only set content view. Neither you should not remove nor you should not jumble this order. If at all if you want to write any piece of code, your code should be written only after these two statements. So let me make a note here. As of now, don't worry what code we have to write here. In case if you want to write any code, your code should sit after set content view method. I hope you understood. Now let me emphasize one more point. When you run the application, Android system knows that your application contains only one activity, that is only one screen, and the entry point of your activity is onCreate method. As per the previous session, we understood that when you run the application, automatically Android system is jumping to the entry point, that is onCreate method, and it is loading your screen design. So as per the previous session, we understood that when you run the application, Android is jumping into this method. Now how will you prove that whether Android system is really jumping into this method or not? Not only this, let us say you have written some 100 methods. Now you have a doubt whether 100th method is running or not. That is whether control is entering into 100th method or not. How will you prove it? It's very simple. You can simply place a print statement in this method. If that message is getting printed, that means control is entering into particular method. So what I will do, just to prove that whether Android is entering into this method or not, now I will print a message saying welcome to Android after this statement. How will you print a message in Java? In Java there is a function called as system.out.println to print any message on the console window. Console window means output window. Since Android is based on Java, you can use any of the Java predefined methods. So let me use system.out.println to display a message welcome to Android. Yes, capital letter dot out dot. Whenever you press dot, you can observe Android system is Android Studio is showing one intelligence window from where you can pick methods. Println welcome to Android. Let me put semicolon. As per the rule, every statement should end with semicolon within the method. Observe, every statement is ending with semicolon. Now I will save this. Now let me run the application. Now let us observe whether that message is being printed here or not. Here you can observe it is saying only hello world. It is not printing welcome to Android. Now let us see what went wrong. If you observe carefully, this is not a Java application, this is an Android application. So when you use system.out.println, this will be printing message on the console, not on the phone. So here console means again you have to select Android monitor. In terms of Android, console means logcat. So I will go to logcat and I will search for that message. What message you have printed? Welcome to Android. Select Android monitor and select, make sure that logcat is selected. Now here you can observe com.palle university fourth application. It is printing welcome to Android. Let me clear it once and I will run the application one more time. You can clear all these log messages. Whatever the messages you are seeing here in logcat, these messages are called as log messages. At any point of time you can clear log messages by right clicking and select clear all. Now let me run the application one more time. Once your application is loaded onto phone, you can observe this logcat. Here it is very difficult to find where is the message. In fact, it is found here. In case if you feel there are too many number of messages to observe, in that case you can use this search box to search for your particular message. Now let me type for welcome. You can observe it is getting printed here. Welcome to Android. Let us say I don't want to print message on the logcat or on the console. I want to print a message directly on the phone. In place of system.out.println, there is one more method in Android to support printing on the emulators and mobile phone, that is called as toast messages. I will spell TOAST. So what is the replacement for system.out.println in Android? The replacement is toast messages. First let me write the syntax, that is how to use toast to print a message. The syntax goes like this: toast T capital letter dot make text M small letter again T capital letter. Remember, you don't have to by heart all these things because Android Studio will internally comes with intelligence window. When you press dot operator, automatically it will display lot of predefined methods. From the list of predefined methods, you can directly select make text. This make text takes 3 values or 3 parameters. First parameter is this. Second parameter is what is the message you want to print. Let us say I want to print welcome to Android. Since it is a message, you have to put in the double quotation, comma. Last parameter is you have to tell for how many seconds you want to display this toast message. Toast message comes with 2 variants. One is a toast message which appears for 2 seconds and another variant is which appears for 4 seconds. You cannot change this duration. To display for 2 seconds, there is a predefined keyword called as toast dot capital letter length underscore short, and after that you have to use dot show and semicolon. Currently it may look little bit lengthy, but slowly as you practice it will be very easy. I repeat, toast dot make text takes 3 values or 3 parameters. First this, I will explain what is this T small letter. Second parameter is what is the message to be displayed in double quotation. Third parameter, for how much duration or for how many seconds you want to display this message on the phone. It comes with 2 variants. One is toast dot length underscore short, which will display this message for 2 seconds. One more variant is toast dot length underscore long, which will display this message for 4 seconds. After that, close parenthesis and use dot show. If you forget to use dot show, your message will not be shown. Now let me show same thing on Studio. T capital letter. You can observe, as I told you, intelligence window is helping you automatically, so you don't have to really by heart everything. Toast dot, it is showing a lot of options. Select first option. Select means move your cursor and double click. Just below cursor you can observe there is a small intelligence window which says this toast dot make text takes 3 parameters. One is context, that is this, what is the message to be printed, and duration. So context give as this, I want to print message welcome to Android. You can give either in the capital letters or small letters. Let me maximize this, comma. Let us say I want to display for 4 seconds. For 4 seconds you should say toast dot length long. You don't have to remember the complete word, just type L. It will show length long or length short. Select length long and simply select dot. From intelligence window select show. automatically this will display this message on your phone for 4 seconds. Remember, Toast is a predefined class of Android framework. In this class, makeText is a method which is used to display this message. Now let me talk briefly about what is this. In common man language, this means I want to display this message on this screen. Whereas in terms of Java programming, this means I want to display this message on current object. This means current object. Who is your current object? Your screen is the current object. Basically, you are telling to Android, with this you are saying, I want to display this message on current screen object. That is the meaning of this. So let me run this application. Mostly when you run the application, Toast message will be displayed always at the bottom of your screen, roughly at this location. Whether you run on the real phone or on the emulator or on Genymotion, Toast message position is always fixed at this location. It will look like a small pop-up window which will display this message for 4 seconds and immediately it will vanish or disappear. Let us observe this. First I will close this application. Before running your application, if your application is already launched on your phone, first close your application by pressing back button. Make sure that you are on the home screen. Now you go to Studio and run the application. Parallelly, keep your Genymotion opened on the other side. You have to observe quickly here, welcome to Android. A small black color pop-up window came with white color text and which disappears within 4 seconds. If you want, let me show you with length chart. I will save it and run the application again. Close it. Let us wait for the output. Now that message will appear only for 2 seconds. That is very short duration. You can observe it has vanished. Now let me cover some important points related to Toast message. First point is you cannot change Toast message duration, but you can change Toast message position and color. Currently, what is the color of Toast message? Toast message pop-up color is black and the text color is white, and it is always fixed at bottom position of your emulator. But if you want, you can move the Toast message to any area of your screen, and if you want, you can change the color also. But in this session, I am not going to cover how to change Toast message position and color. So we will see that in the later sessions. So as of now, I hope you understood what will happen if you use system.out.println and how to display Toast messages on the phone.